Hey everyone, this is Sam. Welcome to my channel called Side Hustle Sam. Glad to have you here today. Going to go over some of the items I picked up today during the yard sales and thrifting that we did today. So the first thing I want to go over with you is this Barbie case. Now I pulled out some of the Barbie stuff here already. This is a case that the kids used to play with in the 60s. It's dated here 1964 Mattel, and it's a Barbie called a trousseau trunk. And it's got this great graphic here on the front, and the graphic is also on the back. So this trunk was in really good shape. When you open it up, you see there's lots of vintage Barbie clothes here also. And from what I've been told from the research that I've done, these Barbie clothes sometimes are worth more than the dolls themselves, and when they're from the Mattel Corporation, and they're made specifically for Barbie from the 1950s. But anyway, some of these are the old dresses. You'll see that it's got the Barbie label in there. Barbie label. Little outfits. I don't know a whole lot about Barbie, but Carol was telling me about these two right here. This one is called Midge, and I forget the name of this one, but both of these are vintage 1960s Barbie dolls. You can see they've got the painted fingernails and they've got the white lips. They did the white lips in the 1960s. They also had painted toenails, but it looks like the paint has worn off of this one's toenails. Let's see if this one has any paint left on hers. I don't see any. Well, I do. I see a little bit, just a smidge, and you can see on the hands as well. But I looked these up. I paid up for this case. I paid $115 for the case and its contents. And I'm not sure what these three items are right here. I thought at first maybe it was for hairdresser or something like that. I'm not sure. I'll figure it out though. But this one right here and this one right here are worth about $85 each. And look at that. Look at that jacket with Barbie on there. There's another jacket. See that tag? These Barbie clothes are really extremely well made. I'm very surprised. They look like they were made just like any other kind of clothes, that would be made for humans. Anyway, that was the first find. One of the finds that I got at the thrift store. I bought this at the Goodwill. I saw it sitting behind the counter, and I said, hey, why don't you pull that out and let me take a look at it? So I took a look at it. Carol was with me, and she kind of educated me on it and told me about it and what it was. And she said, I used to have a Midge doll when I was a kid in the 60s. So on to another item. This I bought at a yard sale. This is a record player. It's got 2 cassette decks, and it's got a radio. This is a very nice one. He tested it out for us while we were there and let us hear it, and it sounds really good. These big speakers sound really good. Looks like it might have had glass here at one point in the past. This is the storage area where the records would have been stored. But it's a really nice stereo system. I think I'm going to put this on Facebook Marketplace rather than trying to list it on eBay. So that's that. And I also found this chair. I already had one kind of similar to it. This is an antique chair. It folds up. Bought it at a yard sale for 15 bucks. Same here. Bought this at Tails End Thrift Store for $15. Again, it's a folding rocking chair. And these, I looked up, they date back into the late 1800s. So those are some interesting antique rocking chairs that I found. So we'll go on in here and take a look at some of the other items that I purchased. I got some of these plushes at a yard sale. They're labeled $3 a piece, but I got them for $1.50 each. All the Disney. Got Mickey Mouse with a bunny suit on. Got Donald Duck. Got another Mickey Mouse. And got a Tigger. So I figure these plushes will go for about maybe $10-15 a piece. and I bought them for $1 each. Also found these at the Goodwill, Air Force One sneakers. See, they're Air Force One, and I looked them up and sold comps on these running about $125, $130. So I'm told that when you list stuff on eBay like tennis shoes that go for over $100, there's no fees. So I'm gonna list those and get them out. Paid, let's see what I paid for this. I paid $14.99, no, $12.99 for these. They were $12.99, and these Nikes about $85 on eBay. These were $9.99. Found these wireless headphones. They're called Sennheiser for $25 at the Goodwill. So I'll test those out. No, actually this was Tails End Thrift Store. This wasn't Goodwill. So that was Tails End Thrift Store. And here is another printer, Kodak photo printer. It's called a Touch Smart, and this one is a little bit nicer than the ones I've had in my previous videos. So we'll get that on there and list it. I didn't look up sold comps on that because I was kind of in a hurry, but I believe it's going to be worth about $45, $50. I paid $20 for it. This is a vintage projector. You can see on there that I picked it up for $15. The brand name is Autoload. And let's see if I can get it open. Might not be able to do it with one hand. Let's see if I can get it to open up. Here, let's set this down. And I'll try to do it with two hands. There we go. So you see this thing opens up, and it's Bell Howard. It's called Autoload. It's a Bell Howard projector from the 1960s, and I did look this one up on the sold comps, and it's going for about $115, $120. So that's a good deal there. This I've seen on other people's channels before. This is for Pioneer. This is for loading CDs and putting them into a Pioneer CD player that has multiple, plays multiple CDs. This is an antenna, tabletop or wall mount, local TV antenna that I picked up for $3 at a yard sale. I got this vintage radio here at Goodwill, and this vintage radio was $2.99, and I looked up sold comps on it. Looked like it was going for about $69, $79, $89. So that's a good radio there. It's a good find, and the case is in really good condition too. So I was really pleased with that. And Carol found this Marsha Brady doll at one of the yard sales, and if you'll notice, she has the busted nose. Remember the football hitting the nose? And she said, "Oh, my nose." That's the Marsha Brady doll. This is a fan. I probably need this. It's a wire. You charge it with a USB port, and then let's see, where is that USB connection? Oh, there it is. Right there. You charge it right there, and let's see if I can turn it on. It's got some good flow to it. So I may list that, or I may decide to keep it. Also at Tails End, I found these Ping, and I've heard my friend Harry Tornado, who I will be going to visit in August, talk about Ping Blue Dot. And so these are all Ping Blue Dot golf clubs, and they're in really good shape. And you got different ones. You've got 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 iron, 4 iron also, and a wedge. You're only really missing a couple, so that's almost a complete set. And looking up sold comps on these pings, blue dots, they're going for about $35 to $55 each. Unfortunately, the 3 iron is the most valuable one, and so that one wasn't part of it. But I also got this tripod for $3 at a yard sale. I'll pull this tripod out. Got that tripod there for $3, and got this box of Pro Staff Platinum golf balls, and these go for about $35-40, and I paid $5. So I'll make a pretty good profit on that. And I watch this guy on YouTube called Rideshare Reseller. I'll put his link down below. But he has kind of got me looking at larger items, you know, like stereo systems and that sort of thing, amplifiers and all that. And so when I was at the one of our thrift stores called a Dullum House, this thrift store, a Dullum House, is for helping children of incarcerated parents. But that's a charity called a Dullum House, and it's located in Wetumpka, Alabama. So we went to Wetumpka and went to a Dullum House. That's also where the Tails End thrift store is that we went to and got some of the other items I was mentioning. But I want to show you this Kenwood. It's a CD player, and it holds 200 CDs. I haven't tested. I did plug it in at the store. Everything came on. I put a CD in and it loaded. So I'm going to test it out probably with those wireless headphones and see if it works. So we'll see how that goes. Also found these old VHR tapes unopened, so 25 cents a piece. I think they go for maybe $15 each, but for 25 cents a piece, I can't go wrong. They're brand new in the package, and so those should sell pretty good. And I also found another DVD / VCR player. So I bought this VCR player for $7.50. The guy haggled with me. He really haggled hard, and so he got me to buy it for $7.50. I was trying to talk him into doing it for $5, but he wouldn't do it. One of the other things I got at the Goodwill was this medic bag. It says US on it, and it's a combat medic bag, I believe, from 1945, field combat. And so it's got all the instructions in there. I think that'll go for a pretty good amount. I haven't looked at the sold comps on that, but I paid like $3 for the bag, and I'm sure to get at least $30 at least. And also got this this is a medic kit. It's general purpose first aid kit, but it doesn't, of course, it doesn't have any of the first aid items in it, but it does have the directions there, and it's obviously U.S. Army military. You see on the bottom is that U.S. with the medical insignia. So that is a metal box, and I think it'll sell pretty good. I'm not sure what I'm going to list that at yet, so I haven't decided on that, but that's that. And here's another metal box I picked up. This is I bought this for $2, and it's basically a cash drawer that you can use to put your cash change in when you're taking money from someone, you know, at some kind of sale or charity, anything like that. Going back to the table over here, I found this John Deere piggy bank, this bank, for I bought it for a quarter. So I don't know what it's worth, but I just went ahead and got it. And this little box, you see, it has 20 cents on it, and I think there's somewhere on the box it says where it's from. Peru. And last but not least, I think this is the last thing I have to show you, is this box from Reinhardt Lexus Toyota with a bunch of wine stuff. You got a thermometer to test the temperature of the wine, and a wine cork, and I'm not sure what this item is right here. Maybe someone can put, if they know, put it in the comments below. So that's what the haul was for the day. Oh, let me show you this little critter right here. Bought him for $1 also at the same yard sale where the other plushes were. I thought that was pretty cool. Michael Jackson's Thriller. I don't want to keep it going because I might get a copyright strike, so I turn that off. So anyway, once again, thanks for joining me. Enjoy making this content for you, and I'll be continuing to do that. I am planning a trip to go up to Columbia, South Carolina in the beginning of August, and I'm planning on meeting with Harry Tornado, also known as Josh Farnell. That's his name, is Josh Farnell, and he seems like a really good guy for someone who has 100+ subscribers. I'm looking forward to meeting him. I'm looking forward to going thrifting with him, and it's going to be a fun time. I'm going to try to record as much as I can, so I'm looking forward to that. And when I leave there, I'm going on up to Connecticut, and I'm going to go see my little grandbaby Ren, my daughter Miranda's oldest child. She has one child and one on the way, so I'm real proud of her and her husband Alan for everything that they've done. He's been very successful as a helicopter pilot in the U.S. Army, and he got out of the Army, and now he is going to school to be a psychologist. And my daughter Miranda is just amazing. She is a teacher, an elementary school teacher, and she does a great job with those kids down there. So I look forward to making that trip, making that trek up through South Carolina and then up into Connecticut, seeing my family up there, and I will try to document as much as I can so I can share that with you all.